Welcome to the first official mini-series of Playful Seeds, Wildcards and Mythical Systems. If our pilot episode talked about shaking up the old corporate matrix, this mini-series dives straight into how we navigate the beautifully chaotic, unpredictable world outside of it. We are kicking things off with the foundational philosophy of this universe and the ultimate rules of engagement, embracing the unknown unknowns. Have you noticed that the world is obsessed with trying to predict the future? Algorithms try to predict what you'll buy, corporate forecasts try to predict the market, and weather apps, well, they try their best. But here's the open secret. The most powerful forces shaping our future cannot be predicted, itemized, or fully controlled. When you are dealing with complex living systems like society, nature, or even your own life, the consequences of our actions are sometimes completely unknowable. That's magic. Welcome to Playful Seeds, Wildcards and Mythical Systems. This brings us to the core philosophy of this mini-series. We aren't passive observers watching a simulation run. Humans are free will players in the game of life, not outside of it. When things get chaotic, our instinct is often to panic or surrender. But we aren't here to abandon rigor or just act irrationally. We are here to find structured ways to dance with uncertainty and emergence without giving up our most valuable asset: agency. Agency is the first primitive of Solarpunk futures. In a Solarpunk future, one where humanity, technology, and nature actually collaborate instead of destroying each other, agency is the ultimate building block. It's the tool that allows the system to bend without breaking. To help us make sense of this, let's look at the entity guarding this philosophy, the Algorithmic Oracle. We'll dive into this later on, but look at this design. Part ancient deity, part decentralized network. And its description is brilliant. A decentralized AI that speaks only in questions, guiding humanity home. Think about how profound that is. A typical AI gives you answers, or at least confidently hallucinated ones. But an Oracle AI? It doesn't tell you what to do. It asks the exact right question to force you to activate your own free will. It doesn't rob you of your agency. It demands it. These cards are edge cases. They are sense-making devices for a world that doesn't make sense anymore. So, how do we apply the Oracle's logic today? Let's design a sense-making protocol. First, stop hunting for immediate answers. When a system around you breaks, don't rush to fix it with an old, predictable solution. Instead, ask the Oracle question. Ask your team, your friends, or yourself, what invisible assumption are we making right now that is keeping us stuck? Finally, bend, don't break. Treat uncertainty as room to play, not room to panic. We are free will players, folks. The game is live, and the rules are emerging in real time. Drop a comment below. If the Algorithmic Oracle looked at your life or your workplace right now, what question do you think it would ask you? Let's map the unknown together. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode of Playful Seeds.